Everyone, Alex from RaddTitan. You got Gio with the camera.
Yo!
Tom on the side.
The devil himself!
And
Rage!
Today we're at Tom's house. We're going through his collectibles. He's got, I don't even know, like, he must have like 150, 200 pieces.
Easy.
Have you counted?
Easy. He don't want to count. He don't want to take an audit, does he?
So basically we're here today and we're looking over a few pieces. So today we're looking at the XM Thor. We're going to go through, we're going to go look at the switch outs. We're going to see what we think. So keep watching, guys.
Peace. Yo, so you just see Alex, like I said, we're going to be cracking on with the XM Studios 4. Now, Alex said that he actually, on the last review, which was the She-Hulk, he actually said that when he went there, it was a piece that he didn't like. Not didn't like, but didn't feel it shined as well as the other piece. It didn't jump out at him, which obviously was what it was. This is a piece that I wasn't sure on, to be honest. I didn't like the pose of it, and I felt it was the closest to like a Bowen-like piece that XM have released. That people do say, some people try and be derogatory about XM, saying they're like Bowen pieces. I actually love Bowen, so
I don't think it's.
Yeah, but this is like, for me, this was more like a Bowen piece. I think that, you know, just the way it was done. So I'm really happy to get into the details of it. But I want to ask Tom, I want to ask you, having seen, this is your first XM Studios piece, what do you think about the company? Because you've collected Sideshow for what, 10 years?
Yeah, a phrase comes to mind, the Rolls Royce of.
Yeah.
To me, yeah, the way they're packed, the way everything's put together. Because I XM sometimes, not XM Sideshow, I'm getting a package, I'm thinking, I hope it's all right and nothing's busted.
Yeah,
There's no fear with this.
Yeah.
The box is solid, and you know it's all going to be okay.
You're confident with that?
Oh,
right?
totally. The way it's packed.
Sorry, you've had a few broken Sideshow pieces then.
Yeah,
like I saw,
3 or 4 or 5. Yeah.
3 or 4.
It's frustrating because you've got to pack it up, send it. Or I always try to fix it first myself with a bit of glue. Always try.
You always try, yeah.
Well, it's a pain in the arse sending it all back, isn't it?
Yeah, I can see that. What do you think of the quality of the item you get?
Standards, perfection. The paint is brilliant. You got you got the 4. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 hands, 3 edges.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's a lot of switch outs for this piece. You okay though over there?
Yeah.
Is that are you trying to make a dust comment?
No.
He's been at it with his brushes. Look.
No.
There he is. Look.
I'll tell you what I do like is on the camera you can see that where the pigeon is flown into your window.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, mate. That is a really good imprint. That is a fingerprint of a pigeon right there, man. All right, so come on, let's go on to the piece. Jump in here. Where you got the best light? You happy? You stay in one place and I'll do the moving around.
Yeah, I mean, if you move out of the way because you are blocking off
there?
the main
Yeah,
light. There you go. So I'll go here.
All right. Start base. Let's go down. Let's make our way. So, when we're getting onto this base, this is a little bit more of a plain base for XM Studios, really, when you think about it. But what do you reckon?
Well, a lot of their Avenger line is a plain bases, aren't they? Like the Hulk.
Yeah,
the old Captain America. I think they are the plainer bases of the set, so they're kind of made to go together.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you know what I think is a fantastic concept though? Is the fact that the part of the weight distribution is helped out by the fact that sits on this.
Yeah.
Because that's an intentional point. It's not meant to not sit.
Sure.
So it sits and helps with the weight. Because the capes absolutely go up. And look at that. Have you seen the cape?
Well, you said start with
no,
the
but
base.
can you see the size of that cape?
Sake. Oh, yep.
I mean, that cape is massive. That's got to be 12 or 13 inches across.
Yeah.
You know, on your worst day. Some good details on the rocks here. Some nice paintwork going into it. I mean, it's an iron girder running through it, but not the most elaborate of bases from XM Studios, to be honest. You know, they are known for having, you know, really good storytelling with their base.
And then you got the working onto the boots. So you got the boots and you got the black boots with the yellow kind of straps on there.
Yeah.
So kind of working your way up.
Yeah.
And you got the nice kind of texturing here on the boot.
Yeah, fantastic texturing on that. And on the straps as well. And then you've got this smoothness that goes into the sculpt there. And that's really well done, though.
Yeah. So then, as you can see there, then you've got the blue on the trousers here.
Yeah.
You work your way up.
Yeah, and you can see, as you spin, you can see that nice bit of hammer there.
Hammer to the face. You got the belt, you got the gold on the belt there. And there you go, working up there a bit more. You can see all the veins and things on his arms.
Yeah, they've got a nice blue job on the veins, and they're greeny blue. It's fantastic.
He is quite pale.
I like that though, because he's meant to be Nordic, isn't he? He's not meant to be like he's been on a sunbed. I mean, all of the most recent Sideshow pieces, everybody's got a fucking tan. Everyone's on holiday.
We were just talking about
even
that.
Jason, your Jason piece. He's looked like he's done. You know what he looks like? You know Ross from Friends. I'm an 8. That's what he looks
I'm
like.
a 16.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what
I'm an 8. It's like that's what he looks like. I really like the veins and the poundness of him. They definitely have captured the icy look of that. I mean, he really looks like he's not.
And then you got the nice detailing there of the feathers.
Yeah, fantastic
helmet
detailing.
there.
I really like this head actually. I like this bearded head a lot. I have to say, I wasn't overly feeling this piece like from other reviews and pictures.
Yeah.
But the second I walked into Tom's house and I saw this, I was like, Jesus Christ! It is full of presence. This piece is a monster. It looks bigger than what it is. Because I actually just measured it because I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to measure it. So I measured the top of its head, and what is it? 24.5 inches. But it looks like it looks like it's about 27 inches. It just looks monstrous when you get in there. Great detail on the hammer there.
Yeah, just
really good
close.
detail on the hammer. Actually, I like your choices here. The choices of the pointing finger and the hammer like that, as opposed to the spinning hammer.
Just trying to get in the face there. So.
What do you think of the portrait?
Well, if we do show the portraits here, because I've got quite a good angle here of the portraits.
Yeah, I'm going to take this out. Happy with that?
Yeah, let's take that out.
I just want to make sure I'm not interfering with anything. I want to be really super careful.
Nobody interfering with me.
Oh, I think it comes off for a wire chest way.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go with the most drastic of changes. I think is the fairest way to do it.
So this is where he's had a shave.
Yeah, this is definitely babyface going on. There is definitely a Master of the Universe sort of situation.
I'm not a fan of this one at all. I mean, I saw this one when I was in Simply Toys in Singapore, and
yeah, I gotta say it's not.
That they had on display there, and if they're trying to sell the piece, I don't think they should use this head.
It's the weakest of the three, isn't it?
I
Really?
dislike it, to be honest with you.
What is it that you dislike about it?
I just don't think it looks right. Something of it just looks off. Yeah, something about it. I can't put my finger on it. Hey, he's put his finger right there. But something about it. I just think it could be better. I always preferred the bearded 4 anyway.
I've got to be honest though, having the Sideshow Classic, the unmasked, the unbearded is really nice.
Yeah,
that head is. It's a travesty that I've left that in the box, obviously because of the ears, because of the wings. You can't. They don't. Sideshow are very clever. XM are very clever. Where you can actually take these off, which you cannot do with my one.
Yeah.
So you can't. I can't display this head. I can't leave this head in a drawer, because the wings will snap. There's no way that they will survive. That's a really strong magnet, is that? I'll tell you that. But that's really clever that they make it so you can take it off. Yeah. Let's do the other bearded without helmet.
Yep. This is the James
I really like it. It does a bit. He's got a bit of James in him.
Well, James is
Definitely.
obviously
I mean, he's got a little bit. He's got thicker hair. I mean, and he's a bit. We need to get James some of that caffeine shampoo so he can look a bit more Thor-like. But I can definitely see James in that face. Pantene.
She washes her hair with Pantene. I got watermelon to keep me clean.
You had to do it, didn't you? You know, I showed Jenny that. She don't get it.
Colson laughed.
Yeah, well, that's good. Put it up. Let's move it around.
That actually looks really good on camera there.
The bearded face is fantastic without the helmet. I actually really like that as well.
There you go.
I think if you're a bit of a movie buff, you could get away with that. What do you reckon?
I reckon you. It probably looks more like Hemsworth than that Chinese version.
What, the Sideshow first version?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit more Chong than it is Thor, isn't it? That's a bit unfortunately, it's not great.
All right, so that looks pretty good. What are you doing?
Well, pull it back and we'll change the. So we'll go with the spinning hammer. So now I believe there is a rock here that's meant to. Is this the rock to help this with this spinning hammer? I want to be sure that I don't. Jesus, that is a bloody strong magnet. All right, I'll come across this for a minute. And I've got to tell you this now. This bloody thing weighs. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to do it. I don't even need to care and tell you. Look, I'll tell you.
Move the other hammer.
You see the weight? Ready?
Yours. There you go.
That weighs 1.5 kilos. That is serious weight. That is really.
So you can see why they did the rock to
be absolutely
to support it.
It's gone in, but I just think it sits on that rock. Just sort of like that.
Your hands are on properly.
Yeah, it's not. It's I don't see that rock is magnetised, so I don't know if you're meant to put this on first like that, and then slide it underneath. But just so, I'll just stand by it because I don't want to scratch any of. I don't want to scratch it and force it. So actually, it holds with no problem. The magnet holds it no problem. But this is to help support it.
Yeah, it's just over time. You're just going to need to be.
Well, this is not because it's so the size in diameter. That's got to be around about 10 inches across. If you knock that, that's gone. That's going off because that's really heavy. But it holds it perfectly.
No, it looks nice.
Do you think so? Let me move out of the way.
Get the fuck out of town.
You like the spinning hammer?
Oh yeah,
Jack? You like
just displaying wise, standing where it does, the presence with the other one.
It does. I would like to see a little bit more translucent resin for the other hammers. They've painted them a little bit lighter and then darker.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to have seen the original concept that it was translucent. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I know that they worry about it because they break. A lot of it breaks. That translucent stuff is not structurally as strong, I don't think. But this, it does look great.
What about give me some? You change the other hand, can't you? Or
Yes, you can. So you can have. Not that one. I had to think about that. It's just such strong magnets. Really, really premium stuff. I got to say. And then you can double. Is this? No, this is the one you can have. So
yeah.
there. So he can have dual hammers, like so.
Junior.
Yeah, nice pronunciation there, man. Really impressive.
I'm sure.
Really nice.
Scandinavians won't agree.
Oh, I'm sure no. But English,
Doesn't he have like a?
he has another switch for this hand, so you can put,
okay.
you can put it on that side. He doesn't have. So you either got the finger point in. You have this one. There you are. It comes up fine. So heavy. And
Put the double hammer. I want to see what does that double hammer.
this way.
Yeah. I just want
Did you see how that? Did you see how that grabbed that out of my hand? That actually looks pretty badass, to be honest, doesn't it? It does look bad. It looks like he's definitely going to build. And this mixed media as well. On both of them, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Raw material, so which is a really nice touch and helps with the breakage.
Get out the old tape measure. Come on.
Okay, I don't want to measure with that though. I'm going to have to change the head because the
Peaks go
yeah,
high.
the peaks. So we need to be responsible.
Just use the one that
Yeah,
Tom's
thank
got
you
in his
very
hand.
much, mate. See, I told you, Tom, you're not useless. See, we can always find a job for you, my man. Always find a job. So measurements wise, it is, like I said, around 24.3 inches tall.
Or 62 centimeters.
Yeah. Width wise, if we go just with the hammer, you know, I've got this space and this hand. Jesus Christ, it's got to be about 18 inches, 19 inches.
In centimeters?
Centimeters around 48.
Okay.
And depth wise, because I mean, that goes further up.
Yeah, it still does go quite deep.
Actually, no, I'm off. Look, the cape goes to 20 inches.
Fuck.
The cape goes past the hammer. So the cape's 20.5 you need. This is
Right,
this
depth.
is serious. Depth, thickest part is that part of the cape out there goes past the base. Around about, you're okay depth wise, 13 inches is
Right.
you're
Are you going to measure this?
weigh it. I think we should weigh it with the opposing hammer, so we'll just put that on to
Weigh the spinning hammer?
yeah,
Yeah, that'll be the heaviest.
be the heaviest item. So we'll take this off like that. And what we'll do is we'll put the Thor, because I don't need to be so careful with this scales like yours. I'll put this on as it is and then add the hammer to it. Let me just make sure. Jesus, this is a really weighty piece.
You're.
Got it? Oh, this is heavy. It's got to be. Right, so
Just shy of
9.7. So if you add the 1.5 for that, you've got 11 kilos.
Yeah.
Well, it is, isn't
Well,
it?
that's about 10.
Yeah.
That's just shy of 10. So it'd be
1.5.
about 11.4.
11.4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, I'll just put that hand on there for now. So we haven't actually. There you are. That's the other hand that you can do, which actually looks great too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's around about 11.5 kilos. I've got to say, it's an incredibly clean paint job, isn't it, really, as well? Another fantastic showing. Yeah, and then this is really well done as well. That's really cool. Yeah, nearly put up to that's serious weight, dude. I'm not even joking. It's really well done. I'm super impressed with it, man, I have to say.
Yeah.
If this is a weak XM piece, then you know, really people that are buying from them shouldn't worry.
No.
You really shouldn't worry because it really stands out in this collection. They are. I don't hate the word, but they are grail level pieces according to the collecting community. They're grail level pieces all around this place. So this is a standout piece. So congrats, man! Really, congrats. I think it's a really good job. And I have the exclusive Sideshow Classic, and it's a great piece. But this is a very nice.
What do you think's better?
I think that I prefer the base of the Classic. I prefer the head sculpts on the Classic that I have. I prefer the cape on the Classic that I have. No, the Classic's, but my Classic's better. But I think that this is probably heavier, and it has an equal amount of presence. And I've got to say, the paint is very, very good. I mean, I would even argue that this may be better painted than my one. Yeah. To be honest, it is. I mean, to be fair, if I, you know, I mean, you don't want to pay $2,000 for your Classic one. You can pick this up for, I don't know, what's this going for, 800 quid? Yeah. I mean, you can get for under half the price. And I would happily display this. I'm telling you, I'd happily own it, no problem. Is it better than the Sideshow Classic? No, not for me. But then again, I rate that Sideshow Classic as one of the best pieces I've seen from them. So it's hard. But really good job. Anyway, so thanks for joining in. Thanks for being a part of it. And like, share, subscribe, and definitely comment so we can get back to you. Thanks for all the support this year. You've been legendary. Much love.